Because American society is so litigious, people often seek to limit or eliminate their liability with release agreements. However, the enforceability of a liability release depends on the jurisdiction. The case of Turnbough versus Ladner illustrated the high bar that a liability release must pass for enforcement in Mississippi. Michael Turnbough signed up for a class to obtain his scuba diving certification. The instructor, Janet Ladner, required all participants to sign a preprinted contract that she provided. The contract included a liability release clause in Ladner's favor, which stated in part that each participant understood that scuba diving involves inherent risks, including decompression sickness. Upon learning about the release, Turnbough consulted an attorney who was also participating in the class. After the attorney said that liability releases aren't enforceable, Turnbough signed it. Turnbough then completed the 6-week course, which culminated in several checkout dives planned and facilitated by Ladner. On his way home from the diving trip, Turnbough began feeling symptoms of decompression sickness, which continued for the next several days. Turnbough then sought treatment at a hospital specializing in scuba-related illnesses. The doctors there told him that the dives had lasted too long and should have included stops to decompress before resurfacing. Turnbough subsequently sued Ladner for negligence. He provided an affidavit from a scuba expert asserting that Ladner negligently planned the dive depths and failed to make safety stops, which significantly increased the risk that Turnbough would suffer decompression sickness. Ladner moved for summary judgment, seeking to enforce the release Turnbough had signed. The trial court granted summary judgment in Ladner's favor, and the Court of Appeals affirmed. Turnbough appealed to the Mississippi Supreme Court.